Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're learning Subos page 112, which happens to be the last page in this tractate. It tells us how much the sages loved Israel. The Talmud here tells us that Rav Abba, when he would go to the city of Akko, which is a city in Israel, he would actually bend down and kiss the rocks, kiss the stones. Rav Hanina wanted to make sure that no one would ever say anything negative about even the roads. And therefore, if he saw that there was something wrong with a road in Israel, he would immediately fix it. And this way, people would be able to walk by, they would be able to take their horse and buggy, or maybe nowadays drive in their car, and they'd be able to say, oh, Israel's really nice. They have beautiful highways. Rav Ami and Rav Asi, the Talmud tells us, on the very, very last page, that they used to, even when they were giving lectures, they would be sitting in the sun, and once it started getting really, really hot, they would move to a shadier area, and when it was getting kind of cold, they would move into a sunny or warmer area. So again, that no one should complain, oh Israel, the land, it's too hot there. The humidity is terrible. It's too freezing. So therefore, they wanted to always make sure that Israel was always looked upon in the most positive light, which is the first of the two messages that I'd like to share today. First of all, it really all depends on a person's lens. And if a person wants to look at something negative, it could very easily happen. You can complain about even the most beautiful thing, but you'll say, oh, the roads are a little bit messed up. Or, oh, it's a little bit too hot, it's a little bit too cold. So a person could always complain, but the sages wanted to be able to minimize any possible complaint so that a person should only be able to see the beauty of the land of Israel. But we also find one other unbelievable story. The Talmud tells us that when Reb Zera wanted to travel, and the only way he can get to Israel was there was a river separating between him and the land. Now, he could wait for a boat, and it's not like it was on a regular schedule, these ferries. And if the boat was there, of course, he would go right on the boat. But if he was not able to get on this boat, he would actually build a bridge, a makeshift bridge, which has a hand rope above him, and he would cross the river himself. And on this, they turned to him and they said, I don't understand. You're so quick to do things. Look at you Jewish people. Even when you received the Torah, your mouths came before your ears, because we said the famous words at Mount Sinai, Na'aseh v'nishma, we will do and then we will hear, which means we just totally accepted the Torah, even though we didn't even know what was in it. We just understood it must have been good, and therefore we're willing to accept the Torah as it was. So they said, you're so quick to do things. Why would you not just wait for another boat that will be possibly coming sometime in the near future? And on this, he said an amazing statement. On this, Reb Zera said, we know that Moshe and Aharon, when it came to Moses and his older brother Aaron, they wanted nothing more but to enter into the land of Israel. But we know that that did not take place. Even though Moshe and Aaron, their entire life, all they wanted to do was to go to Israel, they were not able to do it. They did not have that merit. So he said, if I have the opportunity to go to Israel, I'm not going to allow anything to stop me. And if I'm going to have to wait for some boat, maybe by the time that happens, I'll have lost that opportunity. In which, on the surface, it shows us, again, how much Rav Zera and the sages loved Israel. But it teaches us another important message. The goal was to get to Israel. That's what his goal was. And some people, when there is a goal in mind, you say, you know what, I'm going to wait until it's comfortable for me to be able to achieve that goal. Now, other people say, no, I don't care. If I can get to it easily, of course I'll do it. But if I need to suffer and work hard to be able to accomplish what I need to accomplish, I'm going to do that as well. And therefore, just like Reb Zera, who built this bridge, he said, I don't care how I'm going to accomplish it. I'm going to reach that goal. That is the same attitude we have to have. When you want to accomplish something, don't wait until it's going to be comfortable for you. Because if you wait until that happens, that boat may never come. You may never get to the goal that you want. And therefore, just like Reb Zera, we have to, in everything in our lives, we have to recognize that sometimes goals are not easy to achieve. However, if we want to get to that other side of the river, we have to do whatever it takes to get there.